New York City incoming Mayor Eric Adams staying tough on crime, or at least talking tough, saying he's, quote, not going to surrender to those who are saying we're going to burn down New York. Here now, Pete Hegseth, Fox and Friends weekend co-host. Pete, great to see you. I'm interested in this war of words between the incoming mayor and obviously it's Hawk Newsome he's talking to on the other side. I'm hearing things that sound good from a crime-fighting perspective, but what's it going to take for Eric Adams to deliver on what he's saying now leading up to taking office?
Yeah, that's the right point. Look at what he does, not what he says. He's saying a lot of the right things. He gave a speech to a group of mostly Republicans at the Harvard Club where he made these, in New York City, where he made these remarks. He also looked at Bill Bratton, the author of the Broken Windows Policing Strategy, and said, your legend is not done yet. It was broken windows policing in the Giuliani era that reversed the Dinkins era and the disaster that we're now seeing here. If he follows through, he has the chance to be a historic figure, a uniting figure in New York City. He won the Democrat primary. That was the de facto election. Republicans are ready to roll out the red carpet for an actual crime fighter. His problem is not Republicans, of course. It's the left-wing base. It's Black Lives Matter, which threaten to riot, loot, burn, and there will be blood, as Newsom said, or Hawk Newsome said just a month ago. Yeah. So he's up against a base that doesn't want to hear it, but 90% of the public, black, white, brown, I don't care who you are, realize the city's crumbling. He's got a chance here.
Pete, take it a step deeper. He's not just up against a base, but he's actually up against a philosophy, an ideology, and you talk about this all the time, that is inherently divisive, that moves immediately to violence when you talk about disagreement. He has got, now that's on his own party, that's on his own side, but he's got to fight that philosophical problem, Pete, not just a policy one. Do you think he's equipped to do that? Do you think he's the person who can lead the charge on that in New York City and across this country?
I don't know philosophically, but he is a black man in a big city who has an opportunity to speak truth. In a way maybe you and I, a couple of suburbanites from Minnesota, probably can't. So he's poised to be that person, but he's going up against a poisonous ideology. You know, Hawk Newsome just did an interview on the Fox News Channel today where he wore a shirt that said critical race theory is American history. And then he went on to say how, you know, those of us in the media are the ones creating the divisiveness. Hold on, you're wearing a shirt about a Marxist philosophy that its very intention is to divide us and to deconstruct Western civilization, to include the nuclear family, to include, you know, basic things that have made Western civilization special, to include getting rid of the sins of slavery and discrimination and all the things that he claims are rampant in society today, but he clings to because it's his currency. Victimology is currency. Eric Adams has a shot to speak common sense truth about equal justice for everybody, black, white, poor, and rich, and in doing so, restore the city to what it has an opportunity to be, because right now, he's in a rough spot.
And he's got to do it, Pete, and you've talked about this many times, he's got to do it for the least of these in the city, actually. It's the fledgling business owner, it's the neighborhoods where crime is rampant, where people are saying help.
Start with the gangs. Start with the gangs. And that's why Hawk Newsome also yelled out, free some guy who's a Chicago gang leader in life in prison for 200 years for murders and running a gang out of a Chicago prison. So he's up against people that are defending effectively gang culture. Go at the gangs, plainclothes units. Find those people who are possessing guns illegally, who are committing all the crime, and then go after bail reform. You cannot live in a city where catch and release is the standard practice. Look at the Fox News Christmas tree. Guy burns it down, he's back out the next day. You can't live in a city where criminality is currency. He's got to know that it's back to basics. All he's got to do is back to basics.
He's got a fight on his hands, but it's the fight that New York City needs. It's the fight that America needs if we're going to get out of this and you're going to help the people who want to prosper, build a life, and thrive in the United States of America. Pete, always great to see you, friend. Thanks for being here.
Totally right. Thanks, brother.